Just wanna see the light.
What is up, everyone? It's your girl Crystal here. Welcome back to my channel. So today's video is gonna be a what I wish I knew before my weight loss. People are always like, oh, you talk so much about your weight loss, this and that. This is kind of like a weight loss channel, which I kind of wanted to talk about. People are always coming after me for always posting about my weight loss and all that stuff, but keep in mind that my channel is basically made for this. And yes, I like to do other things like beauty and stuff like that that don't relate to my weight loss, but just keep in mind that my whole channel revolves around health and my story and basically what I know about weight loss and being healthy. So just keep that in mind, because people come after me in the comments and my channel basically revolves around all this. Anyways, so basically this is going to be what I wish I knew before weight loss. And no, I'm not saying, oh, I wish I never lost weight. No, that's not what I'm saying at all. Basically, there's a lot of pros and cons, and I have made a whole video about pros and cons of weight loss, but I kind of just like set out facts and like, you know, why it's good and why it's bad, but I never really talked in depth of what I wish I knew beforehand, what I struggle with every day that I wish I would have known before I started losing weight, I guess, in the way to be prepared. I guess number one is the constant struggle of having to keep your weight down, or the constant struggle of gaining weight so easily. I can eat so healthy. I can eat fruits and vegetables all day. I can eat low calorie things, but yet somehow I will still manage to gain weight. And that's just because my body has accustomed to my eating habits and my low carb, low fat diets. So if I don't keep it constant, if I don't keep going with it, I will gain weight. I think honestly my biggest fear is gaining all my weight back. But I think a lot of people who have lost a lot of weight like I have, I think they would understand, just because it's such a struggle and it's such a hassle every day. I literally have to be checking nutrition facts and staying away from certain foods. And a lot of my friends and a lot of people who I surround myself with, they don't really understand that, just because they've never been there. They've always been, you know, smaller, and so they don't really pay attention to how many calories they're intaking, how many carbs they're intaking, how much grams of fat they're intaking. They don't really pay attention to that. Some people, they just have a higher metabolism, they're able to eat more calories and they won't gain weight. There's people who struggle with gaining weight and they need to gain weight. On the other hand, it's like I struggle with keeping my weight down, and it's just so frustrating sometimes when I eat super clean and super healthy, and it's like either I stay stuck or I gain weight, and it's so frustrating because I don't know why. Yes, it could be water weight. Yes, it could be other things like my period and stuff like that. That can all be a factor of it. But at the same time, it's just a constant struggle, because like I said, my biggest fear is gaining all my weight back, because I never want to go back to the way I was before. I don't know, I'm just kind of like going off and rambling now, but it's just like one of the things that I wish I knew before is how much of a struggle it would be to keep your weight down, because for someone like me, I gain weight very easily. And yes, that has to do with the fact that I did a ketogenic diet, because you need carbs and you need fats in your diet. So whenever I up my carbs or up my fat, that's what makes me start gaining weight. Yes, that's a factor, but at the same time, it's the lifestyle I chose, and I just have to keep up with it. The second thing I wish I knew is the thing that I've talked about before, which is called fat girl mentality. I hate this. You can even ask my friend Stephanie. You guys see her, follow me on Snapchat. She's on my Snapchat all the time. Like, literally, my Snapchat is probably not even half the time me. It's all her. But literally, I will look at myself, and she calls me crazy all the time. But I look at myself sometimes, and like I feel I'm my 240 pound self. Like I feel like I'm that big, when in reality I'm really not. it's kind of like, I don't know if I'm traumatized, I don't know what it is, but this is just like, it's one of the things I wish I knew, because it's so mentally draining to see yourself in the morning every day and feel like you've gotten bigger, you feel like you've gained weight, and you feel like you look like how you used to look. You look like you're 240 pounds and nothing fits you, and you just look so big, and everyone's gonna look at you and think you're fat. Like, fat girl mentality sucks. It really does. And that's just something I wish I knew, because when I was 240 pounds and when I was eating whatever the hell I wanted, when I was eating pastas and rices and chips and candy every single day, yes, I knew I was big, but I didn't care. I didn't care about what I ate. I didn't care about calories. I didn't care about carbs. I didn't care about any of it. I didn't know about any of it. And it's so frustrating to go from not having a care in the world. Yes, I cared about how big I looked, and yes, it bothered me, but not having a care in the world of what I ate and just being able to eat comfortably, and then going from that to having to keep your weight down, and the frustrations of having to keep your weight down, but then seeing yourself and thinking that you're still big, and going to the store and picking up an extra large thinking that that's your size, when in reality you're a size medium. Like, it's so frustrating. And I know it sounds like I'm bagging on so much of losing weight, which I'm really not. It's just, these are things that I wish I knew. They're struggles. Just because I lost so much weight doesn't mean I'm not struggling anymore. It doesn't mean I can eat whatever I want. It doesn't mean that I don't think I'm big, because I do. And Stephanie calls me crazy. She's always like, you're psycho. That's literally all she tells me. She's like, you're psycho. Those are like the two words she says to me the most often. It's just, it's a struggle. And if you've lost weight, you know. The next reasons are all physical things I wish I knew before losing weight. Low blood pressure and low blood sugar. Even today, I had a struggle with this. Obviously, before I was eating whatever I want, so my blood sugar wasn't low, and my blood pressure, like, I never had a problem with it. A ketogenic diet is so strict that you are put at risk for low blood sugar and low blood pressure. So that's just what I got. And even this morning, it literally took me over 2 hours just to get ready, because I had to stop and rest because my blood pressure was so low that I just felt like passing out. I felt like I couldn't even like lift my brush to do my makeup. Like, I couldn't do anything, because it's just so physically draining when your blood pressure is low that you can't really do anything. I just had to get up and eat and deal with it and wait till I got better. But that's something I wish I knew, because dealing with low blood sugar and low blood pressure, it's hard. This one time I was in church and I had to sit during the entire church. I couldn't stand up, I couldn't kneel, I couldn't do anything because of both of them hit me at the same time, my low blood sugar and my low blood pressure. My mom literally had to run out of church, get me Coke, and I had to drink it. And what's even worse is I didn't even want to drink it. I felt like shit and I didn't even want to drink it because I don't drink Coke because of the sugar. You get mentally and physically fucked up. That's just something I wish I knew, so I was more prepared for it. And now it's just something I deal on a daily basis, but it is what it is. The last thing I wish I knew was hair fallout. My hair, a lot of people don't really know, but I used to wear extensions. I recently just took them out, and if you follow me on Snapchat, you saw my sister literally pulling them out of my hair. Not pulling them out, but she was taking them out of my hair. This is all my natural hair. This is probably a quarter of the hair I used to have. My hair used to be full and thick and long and healthy. When you deprive your body of nutrients and calories and go on a strict diet out of nowhere like I did, it has a toll on your body. And I wish I would have known the extent of how much hair would fall out before I started, because I would have been taking hair vitamins like no other since the day I started, just to prevent my hair from falling out so much. It's probably one of my biggest insecurities now, because I did used to have a lot of hair and full hair before I started my weight loss journey, and now it's just kind of like my hair is super thin and it's like not what it used to be. It comes with the territory, I guess, if you want to put it that way. That's basically it. Those are things I wish I knew before I lost weight. I know I made it seem like I was talking bad about losing weight, which is not the case at all. I'm very happy for losing weight and being healthy and being out of risk for diabetes and all the health issues I could have gotten by being overweight. I'm very grateful for that. But at the same time, there are things that aren't good and things I wish I knew before, things I could have prevented. That's basically it. If you guys enjoyed this video, if you want to see more videos like this, give this video a thumbs up, comment what you want to see in my next video, subscribe if you're not, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!